Hello everybody, I hope you're having an absolutely fabulous day today. It's the beginning of May and Mother's Day is right around the corner. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm Fionuala, live, work and garden in Zone 9B, and I garden. I really am a gardener and I'm a mom. So I think I've got great insight on what a mom would love for Mother's Day if she's a gardener. So watch this video. I'm going to show you some of my favorite plants, some of my favorite garden gifts, and some of my favorite bits of garden art to enhance your mom's garden. Let's get going, starting with plants. I don't have to go too far to show you one of my favorite plants ever, which is a rhododendron. You look closely at a cluster of rhododendron blooms, and oh my goodness, they're positively miraculous. They're just incredible, this truss of blooms, and so dramatic and so vivid and so stunning right around this time of year every year, which is when Mother's Day happens. So every single year, right around Mother's Day, your rhododendron is going to bloom. Your mom's rhododendron is going to bloom, and she's going to think of you fondly and gratefully that you got her a gorgeous rhododendron for Mother's Day. Now, rhodies, what do they like? Around here, Zone 9B, they really, really want to be in afternoon shade. So that's really important. No sun past 1 o'clock, or if it is getting sun, it needs to be dappled, like under the shade of some trees or something where the sun is not directly hitting on your new rhododendron. The other thing they really like, acid soil and really good drainage. So if your mom has afternoon shade, you can help her acidify that soil and the drainage is good, a rhododendron would be an absolutely fabulous gift. Of course, I end up back in the roses almost immediately, because what better gift to give your mom than a rose bush? And there's so many different names of roses that are so meaningful, like All My Lovin', Love, you know, all of them have such great names. But if you want to get your mom one that's fragrant, there's a whole bunch of fabulous fragrances to choose from. I mean, Love Song is wonderful, or if Paris means something to your mom, there's Moonlight in Paris. There's an awful lot of roses that have great names that you're going to find provide meaning or might be meaningful for your mom, and she's going to love that rose. And again, it's going to be blooming right around Mother's Day every single year. Look at these roses. Just look at this. So if your mom doesn't have a ton of space in her garden and you're looking for a beautiful, colorful, and fragrant rose, this is a new one to me that I picked out because of its picture, and it's totally living up to it. It is stunning. It's along the lines of Double Delight, but this one is called De Colores. The colors, I mean, look at the colors. It's amazing. And it's a very, very well-behaved hybrid tea. So it's going to work in a container just fine. It only gets to about 2 to 3 feet tall and a little bit wider. Look at the buds. I mean, the buds are stunning. The tips are a real dark red, sort of pink. There's a whole lot of colors going on in this one rosebud. And then it opens up really, really beautifully. And look how glowy and yellow that is. It's truly a stunning rose and will work in even the smallest of gardens. Like all roses, it's still going to want about 6 hours of sun and wants to be fed regularly, and it does need its usual deadheading and pruning and whatnot in the winter. But it is really a fabulous little hybrid tea rose, perfect for containers, perfect for small gardens, and just perfect in pretty much every way possible. If your mom has a little more space or a big giant fence that needs covering up, go for Sally Holmes. This is an astonishing rose. It's really healthy, very vigorous, doesn't even really look like a rose, very single. And all the roses are held in big clusters of 8 to 10 flowers in each cluster. Almost has a look of a hydrangea or something, but it's not. It's a rose, it's a climber rose, one of our favorites, and it's one of those ones, a little bit like the David Austins, that The first year it just kind of sits there. Second year it grows a little bit. Third year on, it just takes off. It's a great choice and your mom is going to love it. Not all moms want color and vibrancy and blooms. Some moms would prefer something a little more subdued, a little quieter, a little more dramatically interesting, like this weeping blue Atlas cedar. A couple of years ago, I planted this beauty in the landscape here at Cottage, and it's a slow grower, but it's really, really quite incredible. I'm training it long up here, and even as a specimen, even in a 10-gallon pot right now, I personally think this is incredibly cool. And they're really long-lived, and they're absolutely amazing. The color, the shape, the form, they're like creatures. And this is definitely something a collector or a garden connoisseur would totally love. Again, for the mom who may not want bright colors and lots of excitement and lots of blooms and fragrances and whatnot, how about a fern? Especially if mom's garden is a shady one. There are so many incredible ferns with incredible textures to choose from, but this particular one, the Japanese tassel fern, is one of my favorites because it's evergreen. And not only is it evergreen, it's this really beautiful green, very glossy, very deep green. And the stems are interesting too. And they get pretty decently big. I think they're quite amazing. And in fact, if you keep watching my videos, I'm about to transform something at my house. This shady space that really has not had much going on in it. I'm going to base it around these Japanese tassel ferns because I love them so much. They reflect light that they get. There's a lot going on. The texture's amazing. Personally, I think, if my kids are watching, I think these would make a perfect gift. We're on the way to garden gifts, but I could not walk past this incredible clematis without pointing it out to you. This is sapphire indigo. It's a special kind of clematis that is actually not a climber. Works like a perennial, winding and wending its way through shrubs or as a kind of a ground cover or spilling out of containers or whatnot. But look at the color. It is sapphire, it is indigo. So if your mom's one of those people who like blooms and really cool, really interesting plants, sapphire indigo clematis, that's the way to go. And for the little ones who are looking for something really simple and really small and just so perfect for their absolutely perfect mom, you cannot go wrong with a viola or a pansy. Each beautiful flower is a work of art, and honest to goodness, you can't beat them. They are just amazing, and they're fragrant, and they're gorgeous. And sometimes they're as simple as this. Sometimes they're a little more dramatic and ruffly like this. But your little kid, you love your mom, she is absolutely going to love these. Garden art, garden gifts. So this is technically a rain chain, but it's actually a chain full of 1,000,000 hearts. It is really beautiful. And whether it's raining or not, every mom is going to love a bunch of hearts. This particular store, my store here at Cottage Gardens, is filled with all kinds of goodies. But I just wanted to show you these. I found them a couple of weeks ago and I love them. They're pencils. It's such a simple little idea, it's just adorable. These are pencils that you can use, you can write, you can draw with. When you get down to the end of it, you can plant them. I think that is the cutest thing. This one gives you wildflowers, this one gives you forget-me-nots. Now, what mom wouldn't love to get this from her kid? One of the best garden gifts you can give your mom, honestly, is time. What about you give your mom a homemade coupon saying, let's garden together for 2 straight hours? That would be fun. Or let's go to our favorite garden center together, mom, or to a botanical gardens. I'm really hoping my kids are watching. Anyway, the other thing, of course, is a gift certificate to your local garden center. And in that gift certificate, it's always kind of nice to include something sweet, like a heart. I've got these marble hearts that have the word love carved into them, in case there's any doubt whatsoever. We also have these other cute little hearts, and I'm sure you can find them anywhere. Garden gifts, garden art, time in the garden. Your mom's going to love every single one of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Drop me a comment. Let me know what your favorite thing to get from your kids, garden related, is. I'd love to hear about it. And have a wonderful time in your garden this week. Of course, you can always find me on Facebook or Instagram at Cottage Gardens. That's my favorite thing. Drop by for a visit. Shout out to the San Jose people who stopped by today. Hey, so happy you dropped by. And in the meantime, happy Mother's Day and happy gardening. See you next time.